case you haven't heard, there's a homeless problem here in California. Who would have thunk? And it's getting bad. I mean, it's always been bad. I've watched it ebb and flow. I've lived in California for over 30 years, and I know a little bit about what I'm talking about. Pay attention. And I would say maybe I really noticed 2016-17 that it was just out of control, that it had gotten to levels that really warranted discussion and action. But nothing's really been done about it. Now, they're more concerned about vaping and labeling people that support the Second Amendment and are legal advocates of the Second Amendment right to bear arms and support the NRA. The NRA is a domestic terrorist organization. These are what these SJW losers in San Francisco, the Board of Supervisors. You are pathetic. Pathetic. Start representing the actual citizens of your city. And let me give you a wonderful hint. The population of San Francisco is not 100% gay, transgender, and illegal immigrants. There are some people who are here legally that are heterosexual and that possibly like their gender. So you might want to stop pandering to your fringe minority group issues and start pandering to things that really matter to actual citizens, like immigration, like homelessness. Now, I'll tell you something. I don't live in San Francisco. I live in the Bay Area. But the homeless problem is getting so bad. We've always had some homeless here, but you can literally see the overflow from San Francisco and Oakland now as it enters into the East Bay and the surrounding cities. And now, when I drive around, it's like almost every single little pocket of open space that you would maybe like, let's just say you want to go to a park bench and read a book for the day. You can't. There's some fucking homeless man sitting there, fucked up on heroin, shooting up in front of kids, shitting on the ground. And it's my knowledge, most of the time, police don't do a goddamn thing about it these days. Which makes me wonder, why are we paying these policemen to do that? Really? Like, Concord, don't even get me started. I have been personally subjected to misuse of power, police abuse. Like, you know my story, okay? I will be happy to tell it again. And over again. I have literally seen, they've told me just flat out, we have nothing better to do. We know that you've never been arrested, have no record, and there's no reason for us to be here when all you need to do is call for an ambulance. But they literally told me, we have nothing better to do. So it was at that point where I just kind of threw up my hands and I was like, okay, they're being honest. They have literally nothing to do. They don't have any real crime, real criminals, nothing to go after. Okay. Now, so when I see a homeless epidemic reaching the levels that it is, and nobody's doing anything about it, you bet your ass I'm going to start making YouTube videos. You bet your ass I'm going to start going to these city council meetings. You bet your ass I'm going to start organizing people to fight this shit. Because enough's enough. All right, they've had Democratic supermajorities in this state for a long time, and they've done nothing but make the problems worse. They recently passed a law where they're going to provide medical care for illegal immigrants. What about the people that are citizens? Oh, they still get their lives destroyed by medical debt. They don't get anything paid for. Stop the insanity. So I got a lot of rants. I'm going to do a bunch of videos today, but this was the first one. Homelessness in California is out of control. The politicians have refused to do anything to make it better, to stop it. Giving people 6 million needles is not helping the situation. Giving people just ways to continue their hedonistic abuse of themselves and their addiction and all their problems is not helping them. So we need to start having real discussions about how we get people out of being homeless, out of addiction, off of this crap, and better their lives, because this just can't go on like this. This isn't a place. I'm stuck raising my kid here, but I'm looking at it like, I got to get out of here. This place is hell on earth. I mean, it's so goddamn expensive. They tax the hell out of you, and on top of it, we have third world issues. We have diseases breaking out because of the garbage, feces, and refuse that is left everywhere by homeless encampments. So I don't know. I'm tired of the BS, and I'm ready to start taking action. So if any of you feel the same way I do, let me know in the comments, because I think it's time that we start fighting back, take our state back, and put common sense into politics.